All right, look. I'm out here. I'm out here with what? Is this Mr. Ron?
I'm gone, bro. I'm going home.
You going? I know. You know you going home. I'm gonna send you home. About to send you home because you didn't call me since I went over. You see what I mean?
Oh,
I see your call coming in.
That's me.
You know what I'm saying?
That's me.
So,
Plug my number in, man.
Yeah, man. Look, bro. Don't give me no Corona on the side, okay?
Hey, man, no,
I love you, bro.
You too,
Don't
man.
be doing that to me.
It's good to see you, man.
You too, man.
You're looking good, man.
You too, man. You too, man.
I'm trying to have you, man.
So what's going on? What the bros doing? Hey, bros. Let's get these masks. Y'all got his number?
Yeah,
You bet not be around here. See, people be trying to act like they don't know me, man. Why you be trying to act like you don't know me, man? He don't know me from tennis.
Hey, Omar, left-handed.
You know me. You trying, bros be hiding out.
No.
I'll be out.
I ain't never hiding.
I'll be out. How many other bros we got out here? Who else hiding? Who's a bruh?
No, it's just bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You a bruh? Oh, okay. You off the hook then. What's up, man?
Yeah.
What's up, man? Yeah, man.
Okay, yeah. Left-handed, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know I used to walk that ass. You know what I used to do to them white boys? You know I used to do to them white boys. They didn't understand it.
Yeah, we all.
You see what I mean? Yeah, man.
We all had to stand our ground in that regards.
Exactly.
When it came on the tennis court, going over to East Lake, we go to East Lake. They don't want you to beat their little white sons and daughters, or sons in this case.
Yeah.
And they always came up with excuses.
And you know what? I used to love it. I used to love it, man. I used to love it, boy.
Unfortunately, whooping up on them white boys on clay was
Yeah. They put us on, anytime they put us on the even playing field, stepping out here last night, we ain't playing no more. We tired of that shit. You see what I mean? Now, I'm too old to go down there and deal with them young boys, but I'm proud of them. A lot of blacks is like, nah, don't be tearing up. We need to tear their shit up. They got insurance. You see what I mean?
Don't tear our shit up.
Did you hear what I said, though? But you hear what I said, though?
I got you.
We need to tear their shit up. And it's the first time, I think, ever that black people have been protesting and we started tearing their shit up. We figured that shit out last night. That's why they got to send all them troops in. And no other state got the troops coming in here like that.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? That's what, and if we keep doing that, that was a peaceful protest. Watch till tonight. They gonna understand what a violent protest is because we about tired of that shit. We ain't touched nobody last night. We touched property. When we start putting that shit on their head, they gonna leave us alone, man. Straight up. You know what I mean?
It's back and forth though, bro. I mean, you know, unfortunately, the judicial system doesn't see you in the same way you see it, in the same way a lot of other people see it. So when you start going out there putting hands on people, you're gonna buy into what they already have put out there, that we're just thugs and uneducated.
That's fine. It's about time. That's okay. Yeah. That's okay. I don't care how it look no more.
The whole thing about it, Omar, is that motherfuckers need to quit standing in line to get their nails done.
Damn, I got the shit facing me.
So when a motherfucker stand in line for 3 hours to buy a pair of Jordans, but he can't go stand in line to go vote, and that's where the problem is. So when a motherfucker can stand in line to wait for the hair weave shop to open up to go buy some hair, and wait for the nail shop to open up to go buy some nails, but go spend. Hold on, let me finish since you got me started, cause you know.
Okay.
I might don't say much.
I ain't gonna say. You go ahead. I got space. Go ahead.
Well respected in my community.
I love you, man.
So one thing that we gotta start doing is start taking responsibility for our own. We can't have 300,000 Georgians not vote in the elections, and then think Colin Kaepernick to get reelected, get a job back into the NFL.
Right.
Because the commander-in-chief, the chomping chief, stands there and speaks out against Colin Kaepernick kneeling in silent protest against the same thing that just happened to Mr. Floyd.
Right.
And he's been doing this for 3 years.
Right.
He gave up his whole career in honor of the same situation. He saw it coming. He saw that these things were happening every day to brothers like me and you on the street in our nice cars who go to work every day. Same thing, if this shit was to happen to my boy Ron G right now, I would be pissed the fuck off if he got pulled over and the cop put him in the back.
I'll kill somebody if something happened like that.
If it happened to Courtney, my
If
brother.
that happened to him, I could already
You know
kill
what I mean?
somebody.
So
Did you hear what I said?
yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
See, we need to
I'm
get
with
to
you.
that point.
No, I will.
Okay,
So
but
that's
but I let you talk.
But we don't want it to
Okay.
get to that point. We
We ain't been wanting to get it to that point, but it's there.
But we
now,
got
okay,
to go vote, though.
okay.
We
already know that.
We got to
I've
go
been
vote.
voting since I was 18. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it just goes back to the video I showed you earlier, Mike. Enough is enough, man. It just
Yeah,
gets to the
I
point
mean,
where
after a point.
you gotta look, you gotta think of it from. I mean, and I don't agree. I don't condone. I don't necessarily agree with the bomb, but
I do. I do.
It gets to a
I
point,
agree
man,
with
where
it.
enough
I
is enough. It's
agree.
like,
And there was no violence. We destroyed property last night. They don't want a violent protest. They ain't seen the violence. That's destruction of
They
property.
let me tell you something. I'm gonna chime in on this. They want a reason to shoot you. They already shoot you with no reason for driving down the street in the car with your girlfriend, or because they think that you when you were jogging down the street and they think that you burglarized, or they choked you to death because they think that you wrote a bad check. But doing something violent, you play into their hand. You're giving them a reason to use deadly force against you.
but I think it's a thin line, Mike, because you also have to look at the.
Yeah, we've been there 20 years ago.
At what point do you?
We've been nice enough.
Listen to this. At what point?
We've been nice for 30. We've been nice for 50 years.
Yeah, they
At what
killing us
point-
for
at
no
what point
reason.
You show people, it's like a bully, man. Like if you just
Yeah.
letting the bully keep hitting you,
Yeah.
he's gonna keep hitting you. At some point, you gotta punch him straight in his throat, man.
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
At some point, you
but
gotta,
burning,
and talking to him's not gonna work. You gotta punch him straight in his fucking eye, man.
but
Otherwise,
burning
he's gonna
down
keep doing it.
Target.
You know what you need to do? You need to take out his eye. And when we start
agree with that.
understanding
I agree with
eye
that.
for an
I agree
eye,
with that.
them motherfuckers gonna start respecting us. The one thing that happened last night, and that's shit I'm talking about way back when we was burning down Detroit, when Martin Luther King was out there. You see what I mean? They wasn't doing it like that. The first time that shit ever happened was last night when niggas said, fuck it. You see what I mean? Come on, nigga. And you know what? When we start understanding our power and start bowing down to these niggas and trying to be peaceful and walking around saying we shall overcome, then we gonna see a change. And until that point, it's not gonna change. Okay?
You gotta hit them in the pocket.
Put them
That's what I
court
said.
all the
You gotta
time,
hit
and they
him
be
in the
getting
throat.
off all the
You gotta hit him
time.
in the throat.
Them niggas get off all the time.
Their strength is
George Zimmerman is walking around right now.
They know that we spend our money. So July 7th.
Fuck the money. Look, I say burn this shit down. We done that
And
conversation.
then where you gonna
Burn
shop,
this
Omar? Where you
motherfucker
gonna
down.
eat? When you burn down.
When we burn it down, we'll find out. We don't know.
I'm hungry.
Burn
I'm
these
hungry
motherfuckers up. That's what I say.
Hey man, I don't agree with that because I like.
Hey, Ron, you got my number, bruh.
Hey man, I got you.
You know,
I got you.
I'm a bruh. You a bruh.
I know,
You see what I mean? We trying to tear these motherfuckers up, man. We don't live like that, bruh. We don't live like that. And let them do that shit to the wrong motherfucker. I bet you they won't do that shit to a Q. It ain't happened yet in years. And if they do, they gonna think it's a fucking convention down here. Trust me, they ain't gonna fuck with us. They fuck with people that they know don't have no niggas around them that's gonna stand up.
I get it.
Yeah,
Okay?
They think
they fuck with niggas like you
dudes, man.
because you'll be like, let's take him to court, and I'm gonna try and find his wife and fuck her in my basement and record that shit.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
You got the wrong one.
Straight up.
No, they're not gonna mess
He-
with me like that, bro.
They ain't messing with me either because they mess with folks who they think have no, like you said, I agree
No,
to,
I'm
they-
saying,
nobody around.
what's gonna happen when they do that to your friend? What you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna stand up, bro.
You ain't gonna do shit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my gun and go riding on these motherfuckers.
Who
And
you
I
gonna
don't
shoot,
care who
Omar?
the fuck thinks about
you gonna shoot?
randomly. And
Why?
when we start
So
doing
what if
this,
you ready to shoot one of your frat brothers by mistake?
nah, my
man?
frat
What the
brothers are
fuck?
black.
But what if you ready to shoot? You just shooting
I'm
random.
gonna go up to their head.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
You do that.
I ain't
You do
gonna
that.
miss. I ain't no
You do that.
gun
Okay, that's
specialist.
fine. You do that.
You
That's
see
your
what I mean?
choice. That's the great
Exactly,
thing.
and
That's the great thing
there
about
is
this
no other
country.
choice at the point.
You have- well-
Well, you want it to get worse? If it gets any worse,
When you go and shoot one
What
of
if
them,
it
who you
got
think they
any
gonna
worse?
shoot? Who you think they gonna shoot?
I don't give a fuck.
They gonna shoot me and him, nigga.
Yep.
Damn.
And then they need people around them that's
So when
gonna
you
go
gonna
out
shoot a
and
white
kill
man
somebody
randomly,
else.
you
Yep.
think he's not gonna come back and retaliate against us?
That's fine. It's better than what we've been
He
doing
gonna say,
before.
wait, let me get this
Instead
right.
of
He's gonna
doing
say,
nothing,
I can't shoot
walking
him 'cause
around in
the
circles,
dude that blew
walking
my
around in
best
circles
friend's
talking
hand
about we
off.
shall overcome. Fuck that.
Omar, I can't I can't condone that, brother.
I know you can't. That's why we ain't gonna never get no justice till we get niggas with some big dicks and big balls. Hey, bro, Ron, I love you, man.
Hey, bro.
Come
Much
here.
love. I'll give you a shout. I'll give you a shout, dog.
Alright. Yeah, you too. I love you, man. I love you, bro. If I see you on the street like that boy,
You know we down like
we getting it in. We getting it in. If I say, yo, I know that nigga, yo, we getting it in. I'm gonna call us some niggas. We gonna get it in.
And I would appreciate it. I would expect nothing less.
Really?
I would expect.
But you wouldn't do that for me though. You be telling niggas to go vote.
Yeah, that's gonna be the first thing I tell.
Fuck that, man. Ron, I'll talk to you later. I love you guys.
You know.